Hi students, your English teacher Ismail Shah is back with the grammar lesson. Okay, as you all have better information that currently we are working on a series related to tense and its types. In my previous videos, I have taught 8 tenses. In my last video, I have taught the past perfect continuous tense, and I hope there will be no problem for every one of you. And now we are at the last point, at the last lot of the series, and future tenses. Okay, and today I'm going to set up with the very first subtype of the future tense, future indefinite tense. It's also known as future simple tense. Future simple tense. Now the question is, when do we use future simple tense? When we simply want to convey an action that will take place at particular time in the future. Future indefinite tense or future simple tense is used to talk about an action that will take place at particular time in the future. That's called future indefinite tense or future simple tense. Now, what's the format? How to make a sentence? So here it is. Okay, the sentence always starts with the subject. Now, subjects are either nouns or pronouns. Nouns are basically names of persons, places, or things. And then auxiliary verbs, and then main verb. Okay, subject, auxiliary verb, main verb. So, let's have a look at the affirmative form of the future simple tense. Here it is. Sentence number 1. I just start this sentence with the subject they, okay, and then auxiliary verb well, and then main verb, and then object. It means that I started this sentence with the subject they, and then I used here well, okay, well, not shall. It's because shall is used only and only with two subjects, with two pronouns. Those are I and we. Okay, with I and we use generally shall. Okay, but most of the students use well even with I and we also. It's also correct. Okay, but generally we use shall with I and we. So I started this sentence with the subject they, and then I put here an auxiliary verb well with they. Okay, and then main verb read. So they will read. Subject, auxiliary verb, and then main verb. The next sentence, I started this sentence with the subject we. Okay, we. Therefore, I added here an auxiliary verb shall. As I told before that with I and we have to use shall and future simple tense. Shall. Okay. So, we shall, it means subject plus an auxiliary verb, and then main verb take it. Take it easy. We shall take it easy. Finally, he. Okay, I started this sentence with the subject he. And then I used here well. Contraction of well. Okay. Contraction. So, double A, comma, he well, and then man verb. So, you can also, write here well instead of, double A plus comma, he well. And then man verb eat, and then the meal. He will eat the meal. Subject, auxiliary verb, man verb. This is an affirmative form of the future simple tense. Okay, now let's understand, how to make negative form of the future simple tense. Just simply put not after auxiliary verb before main verb to make a sentence a negative form sentence. How? Here is a format. Subject. The sentence starts with the subject and then auxiliary verb well or shall, and then not. Don't forget to put here not to make a sentence a negative form sentence. Okay, subject plus well shall plus not plus main verb. Okay, just by putting only one word between auxiliary verb and main verb, just the sentence becomes a negative sentence. Okay, here is an example. I started this sentence with the subject she, and then I added an auxiliary verb well with she, as I understood an affirmative form. And then not, I added only just an extra word here, not, between main verb and auxiliary verb. I just added after auxiliary verb not, and I added it before main verb to make a sentence a negative. So, she will not. You can also use contraction of will not here, won't. She won't listen to music. She will not listen to music. She won't listen to music. Just put not after auxiliary verb before main verb to make a sentence a negative form sentence by putting only one word after auxiliary verb before main verb. Okay, look at the format. I just added here an extra word after auxiliary verb before main verb. I added the word not. Thus, I made this sentence a negative form sentence. Okay, so this was the negative form. Now, how to make an interrogative sentences of the future simple tense? Here is a format. Just you have to bring will or shall at the beginning of the sentence. Will or shall at the front of the sentence to make a sentence an interrogative form of the future simple tense. Okay, as I understood in my previous videos that you have to bring only helping verbs at the beginning of the sentences to make sentences interrogative sentences. Thus, I brought will or shall at the beginning, and then I put here subject. Subject will be after auxiliary verb and interrogative structures in every single tense. Okay, so you have to put firstly will or shall, and then subject, and then main verb, but you don't have to forget, sign of interrogation at the end of the sentences. Only two changes: sign of interrogation at the end, helping verb at the beginning. Thus, a sentence becomes an interrogative sentence. Okay? You have to bring from affirmative sentences, from positive sentences, you have to bring helping verbs at the beginning and you have to put sign of interrogation at the end. Thus, sentences become interrogative sentences. Let's understand this with the help of an example. I started this sentence with an auxiliary verb well. Okay? It depends upon subject. Here the subject with us is a noun Ahmed. Okay, thus I added here an auxiliary verb well. Okay, because there is an I in we with us. So, well, Ahmed learn future simple tense. Well, Ahmed learn future simple tense. And then at last I added here sign of interrogation. I made this sentence an interrogative. Okay, I just did only two changes. I brought helping verb at the beginning. I put here sign of interrogation at the end. So I made a sentence an interrogative. Very simple. Okay. Now how to make negative and interrogative. Negative and interrogative. As I told in my previous videos, in negative and interrogative structures, I understood you clearly. Negative and interrogative. Okay, negative and interrogative structure. I understood you all clearly that just by putting only one word after subject, that's not. So the sentence becomes negative and interrogative. Okay, just put not after subject before main verb to make a sentence negative and interrogative. Let's understand this with the help of this format. You have to start with the with an auxiliary verb, will or shall, but it depends upon subject. First you will look a subject, then you will use will or shall. Okay, the sentence will start with with the helping verb will or shall, and then subject, and then not. After subject, before main verb, and then main verb. Don't forget once again to put here sign of interrogation at the end, because it's negative and interrogative. In last three structures, you won't forget sign of interrogation at the end of the sentences. Interrogative, negative interrogative, double-edged structure sentences. Don't forget to put sign of interrogation at the end of the sentences. So, I started this sentence with an auxiliary verb shall. It's because the subject with us is we. As I told before that the helping verb depends upon subject. So I started this sentence with an auxiliary verb shall, and then I added here the subject we. Directly I just added a new word here, not. After subject, I added not after subject before main verb. Did we not accept it? Did we not accept it? At the last, sign of interrogation. Okay? Auxiliary verb should be at the beginning. Sign of interrogation should be at the end. Just add only one word. That's not. After subject, before main verb to make a sentence negative and interrogative. Very simple. Okay. Finally, how to make double-edged structure sentences. As I told in my previous videos, that just simply add only double-edged word at the beginning of an interrogative sentences. Of interrogative sentences to make a sentence double interrogative, to make sentences double-edged structure sentences. How? Look at the format. You have to start with the double-edged word, okay, and then interrogative structure. Helping auxiliary verb should be at the beginning, then subject, then main verb, and then sign of interrogation. Okay, auxiliary verb should be at the beginning, subject, main verb, sign of interrogation. But at the front of an auxiliary verb, you don't have to forget double-edged word to make a sentence a double interrogative sentence, to make a sentence a double-edged structure sentence. You don't have to forget a double H word. Okay, so let's understand this with the help of this example. I started this example with the double H word why. Why? You can also start what, where, who. Okay, but I started this sentence with the double H word why, and then directly I added here an auxiliary verb well. It's because the subject with us is she. As I told in last three structures, the helping verb, I mean the auxiliary verb, depends upon subject. Firstly, you will guess what the subject is, and then you will use an auxiliary verb. Okay, so I started this sentence with a double H word why, and then an auxiliary verb well, and then subject she, and then main verb object sign of interrogation. It means that you have to bring double H word at the beginning of interrogative format to make a sentence a double interrogative. Very simple, very easy. This was the future indefinite tense or future simple tense. Okay, still if you have any problem you can comment, I will get you back. Okay, finally I have to remember, wait for forthcoming videos because I have to bring something more interesting. I'm going to make a move.